Welcome back to the news at 10. Different groups and youths in Niger Delta turned out in their large numbers to welcome the newly appointed Managing Director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Mr. Dan Abia, at the Port Harcourt International Airport. The Managing Director is seeking the support and cooperation of all the states that make up the Niger Delta region so that with his team, he can achieve the objectives and goals of the Commission.
Relax, come. I'm emphasizing the word team because part of the problem in the past has been team fighting. So I want to assure the people of Niger Delta region, I want to assure the people of Nigeria that this present board will work as a team. We will work in close collaboration with the management. We will revisit the regional master plan, which was the roadmap of this region. We will do our best, and we believe this time our best will be good enough. So we promise you that this time we will get it right.
We cross over to our business studios where Adeshara Josh is standing by with the day's business news.
Well, thank you, Harriet. Let's take you through our business stories at this hour. Nigeria is targeting to reach a 30% broadband penetration by 2017, and this is according to the Information and Communication Technology Minister, Omobola Johnson, where she said Nigeria has hit the target in terms of penetration of voice services, and data from the ministry also shows that Nigeria's bandwidth has increased to about 26-fold to more than 9,000 gigabytes per second in the past 4 years. Nigeria is Africa's biggest mobile phone market with 118.5 million subscribers as at September 2013. The sum of 1.52 billion naira has been transferred to the Federation account for distribution among the 3 tiers of government and the 13% derivation fund. This is contained in the second quarter economic report released by the Central Bank of Nigeria, and the Apex Bank says the amount is sum total disbursed after accounting for all deductions and transfers during the period. The breakdown of the fund shows that the federal government received 715 billion naira, while the states and local governments received 362.66 billion naira and 279.59 billion naira each. The balance of 163.03 billion naira went to the 13% derivation fund for distribution to the oil-producing states. The Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria has assured Nigerians of adequate supply of petroleum products during the Yuletide season. This is according to the acting chairman of the association in the country's southeast zone, that's Mr. Chukwudi Ezema. He also pointed out that the need for the government to revive ailing government-owned crude depots in the country by banning private depots in the country. Mr. Ezenwa believes that the proliferation of private depots across the country would always be a major challenge for the revival and effective operation of government-owned depots in the zone. At the equities market this week, a turnover of 2.767 billion shares worth 18.67 billion naira in over 24,000 deals were traded by investors. The NSE All Share Index increased by 0.24% to close at 12.42 trillion naira. 26 equities appreciated in prices during the week, lower than 50 equities of the preceding week, while 51 equities depreciated in prices, higher than 26 equities of the preceding week. Meanwhile, 120 equities remain unchanged, lower than 122 equities of the preceding week. We're still talking business. Brent crude oil rose by more than $10 on Friday, and with U.S. oil following it rose more than $1, I beg your pardon, with U.S. oil following suit, supported by refinery outages in the United States that will boost the need for gasoline imports linked to the global benchmark and on reduced Libyan supply. U.S. gasoline futures led the oil complex higher, rising by as much as 1.6% as a host of U.S. refinery snags were expected to cut supply during the peak holiday driving season. Ultra-low sulfur diesel futures were up by 1.5%. as strikes at 4 total refineries in France have closed 60% of the country's refinery capacity, likely boosting demand for U.S. distillate exports. Brent crude was up more than $1 above $111 a barrel, while U.S. crude ended up 28 cents at $99.32 per barrel, and it's the highest settlement since October 18. The Japanese government forecast a slowdown in growth in 2014 as the GDP is expected to grow by 1.4% from 2.6% during the same period. The growth forecast is expected to begin by March 2014 fiscal year as a planned sales tax increase is expected to dampen consumption. The forecast is part of the annual budget review, and the government projects about 50 trillion yen in tax revenue for the coming fiscal year based on the growth of forecast. The Bank of Japan launched a massive monetary stimulus program aimed at pushing the inflation rate up to 2% in 2 years in a bid to wrench the country out of a long phase of deflation. And that's business news at this hour. The News at 10 continues in just a moment.
Now, the holidays are a time to share joy and happiness with loved ones, yet it's a time that calls for caution, especially with regards to healthy diets and safety. On our Focus on Health tonight, our correspondent Yomi Otaibe reports that as you plan your meals, buying chicken and other items for the festive season, fruits and vegetables should not be left out of your shopping list.
The Christmas season is here, and as you know, it will usher in the new year. These indeed calls for double celebration, which comes with lots of food. It's a time when many people may let down their guards when it comes to safety and maintaining healthy diets. With food left, right, and center, how do you maneuver this minefield of overindulgence?
I believe the body does not understand festive season or not. At all times, we should consider eating the right things. And then I think the most important thing at this festive season is self-control. Although there's so much food all around, you have to learn to make the right choices, no matter what is placed in front of you. The healthiest snack we can have are fruits. Even making fruit salads instead of the normal dessert. People take a lot of ice cream and jellies during this period. Having this fruit salad as a dessert is a lot healthier than having all the other things that we usually do have. And then for fats, instead of frying your chicken and your turkey, you can grill them. When you grill them, it takes the fat off the meat. But when you fry, you are incorporating more fat into the food.
At the height of festivity, you are sure to be served with a wide array of tempting, sumptuous delicacies. If you fall for this temptation, then your digestive system may cry out.
Constipation, you have to drink plenty of water. Avoid eating too much at a time. Then fruits and vegetables are very, very important because they aid the digestion of the food.
This festive season also throws up safety issues on the roads and the environment, with lots of movement and traveling from one place to another.
You need to do a serious pre-travel check on your vehicle. check your brakes, check your lights, check your tires, especially at this time when the weather is so inclement. You need to check your tires, be sure they're good, be sure everything is all right. And then before you set out, make sure you've got some sort of first aid pack. You need to have like a strong flashlight, a strong torchlight. Once your visibility becomes distorted, you use your full light, and as much as possible, cut down on your speed. All right. Do not force yourself to stay awake when you're driving. There's no way you can remain coordinated. There's no way you can remain as sharp as you need to be behind the wheels. The best thing for you to do is find a safe place, park, and take a short nap. It refreshes your brain cells, it refreshes your body, and then you can continue. Just 30 minutes will do you a world of good.
With all of the parties and alcohol on offer, there's need to be more safety conscious.
It's advisable really for people not to drink and drive. The alcohol impairs judgment, and it also affects coordination. So once you are drunk, or not even drunk, once you are inebriated, your capacity for making judgments are affected. So especially for the youths, they were going to be out there during this season, partying and going to the club.
The festive season can be fun, but it also brings with it stress and sometimes sleeplessness. Don't forget to get enough sleep. Stay on track with your health, and remember moderation in all that you do. Yomi Otaigbe reporting for Channels Television News.
So try not to let your guard down, either with your food or your safety. Still ahead on the news at 10, Thailand's main opposition Democrat Party threatens to boycott snap elections in the country. That's on the foreign scene. Please join us again.